way they can't touch me.
They'll find a way.
Can't do
Twitter always finds a way to. Oh, Twitter always finds a way. Trust. All
Oh
right,
man.
but
All
in
right, let's go.
today's video, um, we're gonna be watching a clip from the Whatever podcast. I watch this podcast a lot. Um, these, um, the three. I think this is a part of another video that we did earlier. It's probably gonna drop
Yeah.
soon, but yeah, I guess feminists or the women that are on the podcast can't answer what a woman is. So we're gonna watch the clip. We're gonna give our thoughts and opinions on it. So yeah.
So
Oh.
you two requested initially to come on, and then you also wanted Destiny to join us. You two describe yourselves as feminists. Is that?
Yeah.
So what does that mean to you to be a feminist?
I believe in equal rights between women and men.
Okay.
I believe that a woman should have the right to choose whether she wants to stay at home and be traditional. I think that's cool.
Sure.
If she wants to go to the workforce, I think that's cool as well. I just
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's how I am
I
anyway.
also
Yeah.
feel like she's about to spew some bullshit. So we're here.
Well, I mean, just looking at them for,
yeah,
well, anything could happen. So
yeah. But what she's saying right now, I do agree with.
yeah.
think that they should have those opportunities available to them.
To me, it just means gender equity, liberation, and the promotion of women's success financially, socially, economically.
You said equity there. What do you mean by equity? Because equality I have a fairly good understanding of, but equity is a bit more.
I think modern iterations of feminism have kind of moved away from trying to find equality and complete and total parity between the sexes and the genders in like a one-to-one way. I think it's less about trying to find this golden mean that's probably never going to exist, and more about like where do we see deficiencies for the genders and on the basis of sex or gender, and how can we accommodate everybody and make sure everybody's needs are being met, and that nobody's being discriminated against on that basis alone.
On the subject of gender,
Okay.
may I ask, what is a woman?
This is $1 million question.
Don't even
Come on
bother
now.
asking Aaron that question.
You're a woman.
She's gonna get another question.
Maybe she wants to answer it.
I mean, okay. So I feel like every single time I try to come up and answer with this and I try to think it logically through, I run into some problems. So usually what I try to do is I do ask other people to define it first, because I'd rather work on their definition and see if everything tracks. Because
It just okay.
Yeah, but you
Why
not
is
really
it?
helping in your case.
Why is it so hard to come up with the definition of a woman? Why is that so difficult?
I don't.
Like if someone were to ask me what is a man, I'd be like, I don't know how much I can say.
I mean, for me, it's like definition. Well, I'm gonna go both anyway. But
Yeah.
for a man first, it's a man who is strong.
Yeah.
Well, this is on both sides anyway.
Mhm.
But see, this is the reason. Well, even for me, I don't really answer what is a woman or what is a man. I normally say what is a good person, because the stuff that I say can benefit from both sides.
Yeah.
But anyway, to me, person, a good person would make a who provide, who's strong mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously knows when to be professional and gentle. When the time is needed,
Yeah.
but also a person who has an open mind, and it's not like you know they have their own beliefs, that that's what they believe in, they stand their ground, and they believe in that. um they don't put others down, they actually either
That's
disagree or lift them up.
that's the moral side of the question.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me like biologically, then I would
Mhm.
list the names of the biological differences between a man and a woman, a female and a male, like that's,
Oh yeah.
and then that would be, their defining trait. Now, if like nowadays, right, there's the whole
Mhm.
transgender thing, right? And it's like, but you won't, I'm probably gonna get hate for this if this gets views, But once you transition, you will never truly be that, gender that you want to be like that. I mean, that's
No, I'm
just,
joking.
but that's like, I mean, that's just how it is. Like,
Yeah. See, and I agree too, because it's, I'll back you
like,
up on that one
yeah, because like
as well.
a transgender man is a woman becoming a man, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you will never, you will
No,
never truly
yeah.
be, like a
Never truly
biological
be a
man.
woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like a, whatever you're transitioning into, because that's just
Yeah.
one, we don't have the technology for that. Two, I don't think, even if we did, like, I don't think, I don't know if you can even change
We have
biology
to.
like that. Like,
No, you cannot. We
that's
don't have
crazy.
the tech. You cannot change our biology. You
Yeah.
can change like maybe your body structure, or like your
Mm-hmm.
bones and whatnot, but your biological cells and who you're, you know, who you're biologically are, that's just the way it is. Like,
Yeah.
see,
You can change
I
your
don't hate trans.
appearance. No, I don't either. You can change your
Yeah, I don't either.
appearance.
We can
You know what I mean?
change. And if
But
that's what you
like,
want to do, then that's what you want to do.
say you're like dying or something, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you can't. If you're transgender and you like got into an accident or something and you need treatment, they need to know like what your biology is, and if it's not what you identify as, it's just how you're
Is what
born.
you're biologically, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Because I think there's certain like equipment as well when it comes to
yeah,
doing for certain surgeries for both
certain
men and
equipment,
women.
different
Yeah.
medicine, certain I think there's like different measurements of how much, it's like all specific too. So
Hmm.
you know, and it even goes to like, even if you're a kid or an adult, like it's all
Oh yeah,
calculated and
yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
So like if they give you the wrong dose of something, you know, it might kill you. It might kill you,
Hmm.
and then it's like, well, so it might be like misdiagnosed or something.
Yeah, because not only that, but it's like again, like I don't hate it, and
Hmm.
but I don't support it either. And I'm just like, I'm gonna leave you alone. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go
yeah,
after saying like you're stupid, whatever. In our opinion, or
I
at least
mean,
mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, for me, I just like, if you don't, just don't bother me. You know what I mean? Like, if
No,
you're
yeah.
cool,
Don't.
I'm cool.
Hmm.
We can get along. It's all good.
Just don't force it. Don't force me to to do something that I don't want to.
Yeah,
If I say I'm not going to support or go join a parade with you,
yeah.
don't look at me and saying like, "Oh my God, you're transphobic."
It's like, no,
You know,
yeah.
like no, I just don't want to. That's
That's
it.
that's
You
just
know.
not my
Um.
vibe. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't go to protests and stuff like that in general. So, or parades
Hmm.
and stuff. So I just,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
But even then, it's like every. I don't know. You can never truly be. Oh, this is the one that's going to get it. You can never truly be a woman or a man if you gotta get it replaced
Yeah, if you're like
and have your own
transitioning and
identity.
stuff.
Yeah. But
I
again, it's up to you. If that's what you want to do, then
Yeah,
fine.
just live your life how you want to live it. Don't be an asshole.
So far, every definition that's been presented to me, like there's some logical inconsistency.
Okay, but what is a woman?
Exactly.
To me, a woman seems to be somebody who presents as a woman, who acts as a woman societally.
You can't use the same term.
See, but like, okay.
Acts.
First of all, you can't use the same word in the definition of the word, but um, is that not disrespectful to women?
I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
I feel bad. It's like, are women not?
because the way,
I don't know.
with that definition, right? You're saying women are just something you can just become. It's
I
just like
know.
some,
It's like, to
it's
me, you're
like just
more than
some
that. But
random thing. It's like, no, that's,
yeah.
and isn't that what like feminist was like? Dude, I don't.
But even as she said, like that acts like a woman, and I'm like,
I'm like, okay, then what is
what is a
what
woman?
is a
Because it's like I get the feminine, like if they want to act feminine, I get
Yeah,
to me it's a trait.
yeah,
Um, guys act more feminine, but again, at least they know what they are.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just that's just a trait. But for saying like that's another thing too. When they ask that question, I don't know if they mean morally or biologically. I don't know.
I think in this sense they mean like biologically.
Yeah. Okay.
But
But
like
okay. Well, let's.
the way the definition was from the one girl, it seemed like it was like mentally or like
Yeah.
like
Okay.
outwardly. How do you know?
Yeah. I don't.
Definition of the term.
That's
Yeah.
not 100% true. If you know about functional definitions, that's like, I don't want to get into behavioral psych. That's gonna be a whole other thing. But basically,
AG1
Damn.
is so much
All right,
more
get
than a
out of
green
here,
spot.
Ed.
In one single scoop, it delivers daily multi.
No one cares.
Thanks.
we have these conceptions of what a woman is, how they present, certain feminine features, certain ways that
Yeah.
they dress, and we tend to say, okay, if you wear skirts, dresses, have long hair, that's a woman.
So
Whether it should be considered that or not is a completely different story that then starts running into logical
would you
inconsistencies.
consider Gorlock a woman?
I don't know who Gorlock is.
The fat.
The hell
fuck.
is that?
I don't know who that is.
Whoa.
The fat fuck.
But I would
Is that
love.
to you?
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
it's not-
are they
I don't know what that is.
are they talking about the the one that called herself a fat fucking 10? Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's who they're talking about. Right.
There was two big women that I saw on that podcast. So I don't know which one it was.
The biggest one.
Oh.
Yeah. They're talking about her.
I'm sorry. Uh, I don't know what to say.
Yo, no disrespect, bro.
Damn. The biggest one. She really was, but okay.
I don't know how else to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she not a
See,
woman though?
Probably
if
not.
I look at someone,
I think
and,
she's a transgender woman.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
looked like a woman to me, but all right. Shit. I never knew that.
I don't know.
they identify as a woman, but I don't know that, and I just totally register that person as a man in my mind, and that's how I interact with them. Then is that person a woman?
Well, that's where we start running into logical inconsistencies, right? I would say basically the main thing is identifier, right? So
Why is that the main thing though?
because when we say chromosomes, when we say biology and try to use that definition, the reality here is that I did not check anybody's chromosomes in here before calling them a man or a woman.
Or genitals.
Yeah.
Right.
There are a lot of
You
other
can- you can
micro
just tell.
calculations
Yeah,
that I think
I-
your brain is making about someone's appearance, which makes you register them as either one or the other.
Exactly.
Male or female.
We're making assumptions based on appearances, not genitalia or chromosomes. So there seems to be some sort of inconsistency if we try to define it biologically, because we don't actually act that way in reality. I didn't check your genitalia. I didn't check your chromosomes. I just assumed because of how you presented yourself that you were a woman. So I agree. Like it's
Yeah,
a
that's how I do it.
complicated subject. It feels like there's
Yeah.
inconsistencies whenever we try to define it. Like, hey, but
But like I'd feel like like 9 times out of 10 you'd be able to tell if it's a woman or not, right? I mean, you can
Yeah.
like you would like 9 times out of 10 woman or man, right? You'd be able to tell
Mhm.
if it's a
You'd be able to
if
tell.
they're a
Yeah.
woman or a man, correct? Like
Mhm.
you know.
I
But and
mean,
the
hell, that's what we've
reason
been doing for like the past many years anyway. So.
yeah. And the reason why is because they have certain, like physical traits that,
Yeah, physical features as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wait a second. Just because I wear short hair, does that make me not a woman anymore? Of course not. So it is a complicated subject. I'm not here to pretend I have all the answers.
Actually, I don't think we find it
John,
complicated.
what do you think about that?
I think that you're intellectualizing it too much. I think if we took 100 people and just had them identify every person at this panel, are you a man or are you a woman, they would, with 100% accuracy, be able to discern the biological sex. Even without seeing the chromosomes or the genitalia, they would know.
I wouldn't say 100%.
Yeah, not 100%.
I'd say
Because I,
like
oh, go on.
it's in the 90s. But like
Yeah.
it's in the 90 percentile. You know, I
Mhm.
wouldn't really say 100% because you could. I mean, a woman could dress up like a dude, and you probably can
Yeah.
tell. I mean, you'd probably
Yeah,
be like
'cause
a
I
little
sometimes mistake
questionable.
a tomboy. Yeah.
Yeah, but like why does your face look so soft? Or you know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like
Or like you have a muscular kind of face.
yeah.
Like I've
So
seen women like that. I'm like, damn,
yeah,
nice jawline, shit.
yeah. So I
But
you know I
not 100%, but it's 90.
yeah.
But again, I don't blame
That's
them because that's just their biological. They're just born that way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
definitely
I have
not
a quick
true.
It's
answer.
And I've-
absolutely
not
true.
true.
It's
No,
totally
I-
true.
I-
You-
I've
you-
got
you-
a-
Yeah,
you
no.
could find like femboys and stuff on Twitter that are more feminine than the most feminine women.
You're right. And so
Yeah, but you would still be able to. There's just certain you could
See, when
probably
a
still
guy
tell.
still tell, yeah,
You know,
90%. I'm just saying, or I'll give you the least 80. But
yeah, the least I'll give you is 80, but
yeah,
you know, it's it's a good majority. You know, what I mean? Like you'd
yeah.
be able to tell,
Here's sort of the problem. I don't like
and the reason why you'd be able to tell is because what we've been taught, you know, throughout growing up and stuff like that. What
Oh,
is
that is
she
true.
doing over here?
I just realized that, bro. She just, I don't know. I
What?
just realized that too. She
Yo,
just been standing there, and I'm like, she's zoned out, man. I don't,
she's making faces. She got a weird hat on and stuff. The hell?
whatever.
Anyway.
the way that the conservatives, and in particular some of the Daily Wire crowd, handle this. I understand why they do it. They're trying to attack the problem head on. But you're right when you say it's not sufficient to define a woman by her biology. If you say like this sort of crude, people make a lot of money now selling T-shirts like real women don't have dicks, and it's like, okay, yeah, well, real women also shouldn't speak that way. Frankly, it's sort of like your definition earlier, for example, like.
Yeah, because women can't, because that's a biological feature.
Anyway.
I couldn't ask you what an ant is, and you couldn't reply like an ant is a creature that acts like an ant. Like there has to be some
Yeah, that.
creature is behaving naturally, and I think that women in their natural state tend to, not always, but tend to behave a certain way and tend to look a certain way. And conservatives, I think, are afraid to acknowledge that because we have so much internalized feminism and liberalism in the sense that we don't want to pretend that that exists, like that women act a certain way and men act a certain way. And so we do want to keep it in a comfortable area, comfortable area of like, oh, well, my biology textbook says this, and you look like this. But in the next 10, 15 years, Chase and I were talking about this earlier, as the surgeries continue, as the hormones continue, the makeup, you won't be able to tell. And it won't be sufficient to just look at somebody and be able to say, oh, you're a man or you're a woman. And so it can't
That
purely
is
be
true.
cosmetic. It can't purely be biological. It's almost this like metaphysical discussion that I don't think anyone's ready to have. So in a way, the woke people are actually more correct because they're trying to have a conversation about the essence of gender. And the right is just like, oh, well, men and women, there's only two of them. And that's just a losing point of view. So I actually agree in a way with what you're saying. I just don't agree with the conclusion.
I was
A lot
Uh,
there. There's a lot there that I agree with, and there's some that I disagree.
hmm.
And it's really hard to like.
Hmm.
I wish
Yeah.
we could. I wish we could just settle this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we can't. It depends on who we're talking to. If they have an open mind and they know how to like not interrupt, you know what I'm saying? Um,
But like,
yeah, he does have a point. As like I said earlier, we don't have the technology to change, our our genes and whatnot. But
yeah.
as of right now, like it is hard to tell if a dude's sometimes, not all the times, but it is hard to it's gonna be hard to tell if a dude is it's biological male or female, you know. I only say it's true because fuck, I've been bamboozled 5 times, and I was like, dog, I thought I was a chick, and I found out no, that's a biological dude. I'm like, damn, wow.
I when people say that there's only two genders,
Hmm.
or when people say that there's not two genders,
There's not
there's
two genders.
more.
Yeah.
It's like,
To me, I disagree with that one
yeah, because there's
because I only grew up with knowing two.
there's only I don't even want to get into
Well, I'll say it. There's
I-
only two, man. I'll say it. There's only two genders, man. There's only male and female. And it's so dumb. Like, I mean, I've seen it memes. People say, like, why are you blaming men if there's more than two genders? What about the other ones? You know?
Those are like,
What is it?
but those aren't genders though. Those are
Like, what pronouns?
not pronouns. They're
Is it not? I don't know.
not sexes. What's the word?
Identification? I don't know.
Sexual orientation?
I don't even know what that means. See,
It's
that's what
like
I'm saying. Like,
it's like what you're attracted to. Ooh,
oh,
no.
no.
No, what's the word?
I don't know what the. All I'm saying is there's only two genders, bro. That's it. I mean, again, like if you telling me you got pronouns and you identify as that, okay,
Yeah.
all right. But again, I'm just sharing you my opinion. You know what I mean?
There is such thing as an asexual. It's an
But I
organism
thought,
that can
oh,
reproduce on its own.
I thought that was a.
But
Okay, I
that's
might have
not
read that wrong.
humans. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? For humans, there's only two.
Yeah,
For other organisms, there's multiple genders.
that's asexual.
Yeah, I believe
Okay,
that's asexual. Asexual is
fair enough. I only said that because like I read on a
is a
sexuality, but I guess I read that wrong.
I think it's asexual, I believe.
Okay.
They can reproduce on their own. But humans can't do that.
Yeah,
So
only
only
certain animals.
only certain
I mean, certain
organisms.
species. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're human beings. There's only two.
So I guess in that sense, when they say there's more than two genders, yeah. But for humans, no.
No, no.
No.
Yeah. So you're
It-
half
it-
right.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Part of the reason
Yes
why
and
I
no.
asked the question, you mentioned that you're a feminist and you believe in fighting for women's rights, so on and so forth. And there's this interesting thing that started to happen in our society where I've seen a number of articles about this in recent years. It came up on a couple podcasts ago. There are biological males that are being convicted of crimes, and before they go to their sentencing, they all of a sudden start identifying as women, and they get sent to female prisons where they will then go to the female prisons and they will rape the female inmates and impregnate them.
Chase, bro.
Sorry, I forgot, dude. They will grape them. A little too late.
Scuffed, dude.
Yeah, sorry. Anyways, like as somebody who believes in fighting for women's rights, like, don't you feel like that kind of jeopardizes women's rights?
I think that when it comes
Yes.
to, like the whole idea of like a sudden
I
makeshift
agree.
gender, saying, oh no, like suddenly I identify as a woman, so I can get into a women's prison and woman. That is something. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep saying no. I'm sorry. like,
Keep going.
but yeah, that is something that would be worrisome. Absolutely. And that kind of goes back to this whole idea of like, okay, how long should a person be able to present, or are there other markers that we can actually, like, the psychologist can talk to you, have a real conversation, and be able to determine like what are your true like incentives or motives. I don't know how common these cases are. I do feel, and I just bring this up not to try to derail.
Let me just say that the day we had that conversation, it happened again later that day. Like, it's probably pretty common.
I mean, the reason why
Actually,
I kind of
yeah.
want to push back on
Well, I don't
that-
know if it's common, but it does happen.
I do
sometimes. I
remember
did-
reading
I do remember that. Yeah.
reading like a story where it happened.
Yeah. I do hear multiple stories. I don't know if it's. I don't know.
I don't know
I
how
don't know if I would say
I
it's
don't know
common.
how common it is
Yeah,
actually.
I don't know, but I do know it does happen, which is really fucked up.
Yeah, it does happen.
is because 1% of the population in the United States is trans, right? So that means like the percentage of people who are trans and also going to jail are probably like less than, if I had to guess, like less than 0.2 or 0.3%, right? So it just
percent of the population is trans. Why are they so damn loud?
Yeah, I was gonna say 1%. Really? God damn, man. That's
So
most
much.
they said in the U.S.
That's,
You
but
know,
still, that's 1% of like how much? How many people in the U.S.? Like a billion?
gotta be something like that.
How much? Oh, whatever.
doesn't
Well, in the
seem
world
like
of
it
But it's
would
7
like
have to
billion.
be, unless if you
in
have stats saying the majority of trans people are going to jail,
Well,
then
you
that
might
would
actually
change.
have an
hold on,
overrepresentation.
hold on 1 second. It could be happening in jail. It could be happening in women's restrooms. Like these kind of assaults happen all over
Yeah.
the place. And it's like, for me, it's like, okay, I hear you say that you're a feminist, but it's like, I feel like a true feminist would really work to protect actual biological women from this whole situation being taken advantage of.
Can I add on to
Assault is
that?
already illegal, though.
I'd like to add on.
Yeah,
to
it's
that.
already illegal.
Yeah, but you're just making it. You're creating loopholes for it. You know what I mean? Like assault is
Yeah.
illegal. You know, no matter what you are. You know,
Yeah, regardless.
but you're making loopholes for it now. You know, like that. Like that doesn't that doesn't piss you off as a woman that you're making it easier. You know, for
Oh, excuse me.
different attacks to happen. That I don't know. That's just weird.
Legal, but it's being
Yeah,
it's
Doesn't mean
being
it
made
doesn't happen.
I
it's
just-
it's
No, I'm
being
not saying
it's
it doesn't
being
happen. It
made
absolutely
easier.
does.
I just
It's being
wanted
made
to-
easier as a result of the direction that our
God
society
damn,
has
people.
gone in.
Fucking.
And it's like I feel women who stand against this stuff, they call them TERFs, right? Trans exclusionary radical feminists. But it's like I feel like there's nothing radical about it. I feel like a true feminist would actually work to protect her sisters when stuff like this is coming up.
Mr. Chase, may I add on to that? I just wanted to ask, how masculine in the face does someone have to be before you're uncomfortable in a bathroom with them?
What do you mean? That's a.
What was your
confusing-
question?
How masculine in the face does someone have to be before you yourself? I'm
Wait,
asking you.
have you ever been in the bathroom with like a butch lesbian?
I have. I'm asking you.
Okay, but butch lesbian, like by definition, present pretty masculine.
Damn, woman.
But like you could tell what you know, like a butch. I've never seen a butch lesbian. That's the proper term. I'm sorry. That has gone. You can't tell is still a woman. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's never. It's never been so far to the point to where it's like, oh, that's a I just automatically think that's a dude. No, there's, shit.
Yeah, I mean, still trying. Yeah, well, let's contact. I'm still trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm thinking over here, bro. Like
Yeah.
Like,
Still
we
say
know
but
they're
women.
they're
women.
clearly
allowed.
still women.
I'd like for
Yeah.
you to finish. I'm asking you personally.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're
How
clearly still a
masculine
woman.
in the face does someone have to be before you yourself feel uncomfortable and unsafe in the bathroom with them?
I honestly wouldn't feel uncomfortable or unsafe in the bathroom unless if that person, and also this applies to cis women as well, unless if that person started trying to like interact with me some way in the bathroom, right?
If you saw Chase in the women's restroom, how would you react?
How would you react if you saw Buck Angel in the women's restroom?
I don't know
I
who
think
the
this
hell
the
that
issue,
is.
Right?
Who's
Is it
Buck
like
Angel?
I don't
is
know,
a
man.
trans man who's very masculine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But they have a
okay.
vagina, I'm assuming. I don't think they
I
have
gotta
a
catch
bottom
up on
right?
all this
Hulk
American
Hogan with a
insanity.
vagina in the bathroom. Would that not make you feel
There, Andrew
uncomfortable?
Tate did a very interesting video on this
Yeah.
where he asked.
He did.
But it's like if I saw Buck Angel in the men's bathroom, like I'd be like, okay, like whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, but
No,
I
but
think
I
if
can
Buck
defend
Angel
myself,
was in the
but
Women are
women's
You're saying
more
if you went into the
vulnerable
women's
than men.
restroom?
yeah, well,
Women are
it's
more
surprisingly-
vulnerable than men, so it
Yes.
matters
I
less
mean,
who's going into the men's bathroom.
there's
No. We're saying if you take Hulk Hogan and you give him a vagina, and then he enters a woman's restroom,
Respect his
when
pronouns.
you see them, you're gonna say like, "Oh my God, like that's a male or whatever," but you don't know they have a vagina. So the question becomes like a lot more like murky, or the answer to the question becomes a lot more murky because you're saying like, "Oh, how masculine do they have to look before you're uncomfortable?" But at the end of the day, they have a vagina, aren't they?
So-
Because if
Women,
you gave
according
Hulk
to
Hogan-
most of
But that wouldn't be weird to you?
Yeah.
Like-
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I saw a woman in the men's bathroom, I'll be like, "What are you doing here?"
No, yeah. See, and the thing is, right? I wouldn't feel unsafe, right? Because I could handle myself. You and me, we can handle
Mhm.
ourselves, right? We can defend
Oh, yeah.
ourselves, right? But if a woman walked into the men's bathroom, that's weird. I'd feel uncomfortable. Like I don't like say
Yeah,
there's a
and it's
line
like,
or something
yeah.
in the men's bathroom, and she was just standing there, right? And I go up to
Mhm.
pee in the urinal. Bro, that's weird, bro. That bro, what the
That's
that's
all. I
weird.
get. See, for some of these guys, the thing that they're not saying, well, the thing what what they're not asking. I don't know if they were asked later on the video, but it's like each individual person. Some of them
Yeah.
don't care, and everybody's different. I get that, but
Mm.
still, it's like, is it morally correct? I mean, yeah, is it morally right? Should it be allowed that women who identifies as a man goes to the men bathroom?
Morally,
Or not moral,
probably
but
not. I mean,
because I feel like that's what's happening here.
yeah.
You know,
There
which in my opinion, the reason why I must say no, the only reason why I say that it's because
mm,
um, for instance, if well, actually, hold on. See, here's the thing. Well, I'm not sure about them. Mainly in this one for sure, because I remember there was a story, multiple news articles. I remember hearing this. Men who identifies as a female went to the women's bathroom and they had a fight. I
yeah,
remember this
there
happened.
was
It was a high school, and
I
two of them got badly injured. They went to the hospital. So
I didn't hear about that.
no, yeah, it was. Well, it was months ago actually. But see, when that happens, that's where I say like no,
Yeah.
even if you are a woman, because to me, in
Mhm.
my instance, again, like men are physically stronger,
Mhm.
so you can get messed up easily.
And then
Um,
it's like there's the assault side of it, right? And remember that one
yeah,
video I sent you about the dude who identified as a man and he went into like the
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 women's
woman's
bathroom.
spa, the
Oh
woman's
yeah.
bathroom at the spa, and
Hmm.
like they were just freaking out because he was just flashing his, you know, he was just
You
flashing his
whip it
thing,
out.
like he was just
Yeah.
whipping it out everywhere, and there are women in there, there are young women in there, and like they shouldn't they shouldn't be they shouldn't have to like you know see that
Hmm.
especially at a young age, like that's not cool, you know. And
Yeah. So
in that
that's the thing.
instance,
It's like,
I would be like, yo, you
hmm
gotta go to them, you gotta go to the men's, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm yeah. That's why I'm like, when it gets to that, it's confusing.
yeah,
Um, because I still say no.
yeah. I'd have to go with no too, just for everyone's safety. You
Yeah,
know?
because it's mainly about the safety, especially for the women's side. I do care about because it's like I don't, it's going to be very awkward, especially
Yeah,
in high school. When I go
yeah.
into, if there's a girls' locker room and there's going to be like I don't know, five guys.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, especially like in high school when
When
your
you,
hormones are
yeah,
just through the
this,
roof, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know what am I going to do with that.
And let's all be honest. If if the bathrooms were one bathroom, right, and men and women were going in and out, you know, especially in high school, there'd be a lot of things that would happen. You
Yeah.
know, all of them are bad, but I mean, I, yeah, just it's just a bad idea. Men and women, and then if you just
That's the reason why I don't support it. Is because to me it's a huge mess and it's confusing.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
But I mean, again, like if that's what you want, then all right. But just hey, look, don't expect me to get it right on the first try.
no, yeah, facts.
But yeah,
If
let's
he
see
has
what they
a
got.
You
vagina,
said-
he'd still be a man.
Yeah,
But
so
I feel
as-
like
no,
you said
no,
if
I'm
you
saying
gave him a
if you,
vagina,
no,
but
okay.
giving him a
Let's-
vagina via sex
Jesus
opposite
Christ,
is
people,
not
If you
you
really
have
gotta
a
learn how to
woman,
talk.
Refer to him
if you
as
have a
she,
woman
her,
who
please.
decide, if you have a woman or somebody who's biologically born female, whatever, and they start injecting
I think that's the definition that we're looking for.
If you have a woman or like biologically born female, that's the definition you're working with, and they start injecting themselves with like steroids, start grinding, start working out, get
Testosterone.
surgery to get their boobs replaced, whatever. Now they're this like super muscular person that looks like a guy, and they go into the women's restroom. Would that be okay with you guys?
No, probably not.
No.
actually.
No. That's just weird.
Yeah.
It's
But see, then it gets more confusing because then people are gonna say, "Well, that's just you guys."
but yeah.
But see, the thing is, which I mean, they're not wrong. It is
Mhm.
individuals, some who don't care. Um, but again, it's like it is concerning. The reason why I'm concerned for it, because what they don't bring up too, it's just what do we do if again, like schools and when you have kids? I
Mhm.
don't know.
Mhm.
So what do you say then? But they don't. Nobody asked that question, and nobody
Yeah.
even nobody has to say about it. That's why I'm waiting till this day. Once that bring up, but nobody did it. You know, because I feel like how would you? Which is I think is it's a very important question too. It's how would you feel,
Mhm.
and is it a right for a man who identifies as a woman goes to the women bathroom and there's kids in there? I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
I don't.
and especially in high school.
Yeah, especially in high school, because that.
When your hormones are like literally through the roof.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's tough and confusing.
I don't think the female body is like ready to process those kinds of hormones. One of you also mentioned the butch lesbian. Have you seen the rates of domestic violence among those types of couples? I wouldn't frankly want them. Maybe they should have like their own bathrooms
Okay,
or something.
I
Maybe
think
it should be like an
I think-
LGBT bathroom.
Yes.
for
I
all
feel
of
like
them.
I was gonna say, just have your own
Someone
bathroom.
in the chat actually
Would you
claimed
say
that women
separate
are
but
not
equal?
vulnerable, which is absolutely insane.
Well, no. I think
I feel like having an LGBTQ bathroom would just cause more problems.
Is it though?
I think so.
Because I remember, like at first, well, this was during high school. I was like, why don't you guys just have your own bathrooms? I feel like it would just be simple, you know.
I think it's just gonna cause more problems. It'd probably fix a lot more problems than it would cause. I think, but
I mean, what would cause it though? Like, what do you?
oh no, just people being stupid. Like, we got to have our
Oh,
own bathrooms. You're trying to segregate us and separate us. I'm like, bro.
Oh, okay, you meant that. All right.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. But okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But I mean,
I remember
I
I said
mean,
that.
but like, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
the argument
All
is
I'm
not
saying.
necessarily
Oh,
vulnerable
well, actually, not yet. Let's continue. No, continue with the
There's
video.
not like this
They are
epidemic.
I'm gonna put some more thought into it.
Wait, hold
So
on.
at what-
Wait, hold on. Number one, there's
Okay.
not this epidemic of bathroom rapes. Okay, this is like a really fantastic scenario. Number one. Number
Grapes,
two.
grapes.
Grapes.
Sexual
Number
assault.
two. Okay.
Essay.
And I don't know if this is like an SNL skit or something, but like if a rapist is chasing you and you're a woman, it's not like running into the bathroom is going to protect you, right?
True.
So the idea that
Nobody
like,
was proposing that
that's
it
true.
would.
but if there's somebody
But
that wants
should
to,
this be considered socially acceptable?
it's just
It already
wait, Hold on,
is.
wait.
No,
I'm
it's
just,
not.
Wait, hold on.
It's
No,
not.
no, wait. In some
It's-
countries,
Jesus Christ,
okay,
let
so
him
like in
speak,
Sweden, for
fuck.
instance, there's just bathrooms where everybody goes in and there's like
no,
an
like,
individual stall for
gender
everybody. Yeah,
anything.
there's plenty of these places that exist. Nobody's out there graping everybody all over the bathrooms. It's not. This is like such a
Isn't
niche.
Sweden like the grape capital of the world?
Yeah,
It
Sweden,
is, it
Sweden
is,
and Germany
it
have
is.
extremely
No,
Steve
high
Larson
rates.
wrote Girl
They
with
have
the Dragon
extremely high
Tattoo.
rates
That's
of
because
assault.
they have a more
That's
general
because
Shut
they-
up.
That's because in like 2013 they did a massive
All
redefinition.
right,
of
shit.
what they considered grape.
2018.
2018
Compared to
in
other
terms of- yeah,
countries.
number one. But I'm just saying that like I think that
Sweden did some. Wait, what the fuck?
and
There's
there's like
no,
an
like,
individual stall for
gender
everybody. Yeah,
anything.
there's plenty of these places that exist. Nobody's out there graping everybody all over the bathrooms. It's not. This is like such a
Isn't
niche.
Sweden like the grape capital of the world?
Yeah,
It
Sweden,
is, it
Sweden
is,
and Germany
it
have
is, it is.
extremely
Steve
high
Larson
rates.
wrote Girl
They
with
have
the Dragon
extremely high
Tattoo.
rates
That's
of
because
assault.
they have a more
That's
general
because they hold on.
definition.
That's because in like 2013 they did a massive redefinition to open up what they
20
considered grape.
2018.
2018
Compared to
in
other
terms of- yeah,
countries.
number one. But I'm just saying that like
That's interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They did
Well, I
it.
mean,
They redefined what sexual assault is. Okay.
Mhm.
Or like they opened they opened it to more things, I guess. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, but even then, it's like, yeah, that is true. The rape part, yeah. But when it comes to, you know,
Hmm.
even when it comes to conflict, like when it goes to sports,
Hmm.
physical sports, I don't know what am I gonna,
Yeah, I remember back in high school, we went up against this one team that had a female quarterback.
yeah, that was McKinley.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but she's a
that
biological woman though.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
like it was so weird.
yeah. See,
You
that's
know what I
that's what I'm
mean?
saying.
It
Like, cause
was like
I'm.
morally, it was weird.
Hmm.
And you could say, "Oh, the patriarchy that taught you blah blah." Blah. I don't know.
No,
Okay,
because again, I have to. If and she's a quarterbacker too.
yeah,
So the thing is, she's an important target, and if I tackle her, I don't. You know, I'm just saying it's not. I mean,
I'm not.
especially the way she looked. Oh, this
Yeah,
was during high school, and I remember seeing her. I was like, oh fuck, I'm glad I wasn't playing because I would have a difficult time to even like tackle her.
it's
Not
I
because
think
she's
there's
attractive, but it's like it's a chick. I don't
yeah,
want to. I feel like I would do more damage, you know, than just giving a concussion.
it's um, it was just, dude, it was just weird. It was just
Yeah,
weird. I can't like express that enough. Like it was just weird.
that's why I didn't understand. Like, I don't know why they allowed it, but
I mean, well, I mean, they allowed it because there's no like, there's no rule against a girl playing football.
yeah,
At
but
least I
even
don't
then, I'll
think.
be like,
Even like
oh yeah,
high school, there's definitely not. I wouldn't. I don't know about NFL though.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think there's
No.
a rule, but it is. Like I wouldn't even want to play the NFL. Okay, like okay, that's some scary shit. I'm not trying to get my
Yeah,
head
but see,
taken off.
when it
Like
exactly like when it comes to like sports, that's still it's still also an important question as well as like
that's a
even
really important.
boxing,
Yeah,
judo,
boxing,
and
swimming.
wrestling. Yeah.
Um, there's a transgender who was on the women's team. Um, man transitioning into a woman, and he or she was winning every race. She was like
Oh yeah.
decimating it. I was like,
Even in weight
what?
competition too.
Yeah, wait.
I remember that. Yeah. Just
Boxing. I
set a
think
new
there's
record.
one. There's one in uh like track.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was
But see, when that happened, that's why I'm
it's
like, you
crazy.
really don't feel like, just like I don't know. I feel like that's insulting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because the way I look at it, especially when it comes to sports, when I look at it, I was like,
Hmm.
that's not fair.
It's really not.
You
It's
know,
not fair.
it's really not. You know what I'm saying? The only like the gender neutral
Mm-hmm.
that I'm okay with was only air rifle because it's only based on experience. If you have more experience, you're definitely gonna win, regardless of what gender you are. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
you know,
one where there's not a lot of like physical activity. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, look, archery. Did you just say archery or air
no air
rifle?
rifle.
Yeah. Well, even
Yeah.
well, both of them actually. Oh, kind
Hmm.
of. Archery, kind of actually. No. Air riflery. Never mind. Archery, it does depend on how much you can pull back on the bow. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. You get what I'm
No, but
trying to
yeah,
say. You get what I'm trying to say. I hope. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
There's a valid
no,
reason
yeah,
to
but
talk
that's a
about
good point
protecting
though.
women's
When it
spaces.
comes to the physical sports, if not the rate, what we're gonna do about the sports?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I think there's a really good conversation to be had about like women's sports, but the bathroom
oh,
example
yep.
is one
yeah,
of the
look at that.
silliest, weirdest things that gets brought up constantly. There is not an epidemic
What?
of people getting raped in the bathroom, and if there was,
Oh,
a
never mind.
female sign with a dress is not going to stop a rape.
Why do women need to come up with a reason that they don't want men in the
Yeah,
bathroom with them, though?
It's
Why
also-
do they need a
it's-
specific reason like
I-
that?
no,
Why
no.
can't it just
Okay,
be
yeah.
If you
that they're
wanna-
uncomfortable?
At what
Wait,
point-
wait, you don't. You're the one that's
Sorry.
pretending they need the reason. Because if you say,
No, I'm not.
You are, because if you say I'm uncomfortable with somebody being in the bathroom just because like I feel like the women's bathroom should be just for people with vaginas, or whatever. That's a fine argument. You can start there. But when it's like I'm worried they're gonna assault me, motherfucker, someone's gonna
That's
assault
part
you.
of it, but it's certainly not
It's
all
not
of
part of
it.
it.
You,
It's
you
not
are
part of it. I don't
correct
believe
with
it.
the assault aspect.
Well,
It
wait, hold on real quick,
is.
because I cut her off. What were you
Well,
saying?
At
no,
what
well,
point
actually, no.
does someone else's comfort? At what point should that be prioritized over someone else's safety?
The problem is whose comfort, because we always talk about this on the woman's
Biological
side.
women's.
You say that, but so for instance, let's say that I'm a traditional father and I want to take my boy to the bathroom. Okay, let's say he's 6 years old, and then Blair White comes walking into the bathroom. You would defend that.
Who the
You say, well,
fuck
she's
is-
a biological man.
I have no
But
idea
am
who
I
Blair
supposed to
White
feel
is.
comfortable if I'm a traditional male, if I'm a
But
Christian
as a
man?
man, you're far more able to protect yourself and
No,
your
no,
child
no, no, no.
than
Hold
a
on, hold
woman
on,
is.
hold on. We're not talking about who's getting assaulted. I'm just saying in terms of comfort, because earlier you said it's just about comfort in the bathroom. So if I'm a traditional
Yeah. Again, if
Mhm.
a woman walked into the men's bathroom, I'd be weirded out. You know,
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
still
I would
weird,
not
like,
I would
what
not
do you
feel
think, man?
comfortable. Safety on the other hand, I mean I'd feel fine. You know,
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah,
c-
the,
I
the safety part is individual. I get what he's saying.
yeah,
I
that
do
there
agree
yeah, those are
with
two
it.
different
Is
things. You know, like
yeah.
safety,
But when
I'm
it comes to
fine, but
comfortness, yeah,
comfort, you know,
I'm still weirded out.
that's weird.
hmm
That's weird. You know.
traditional male, I'm a Christian man, and all of a sudden somebody like Blair White walks up to the stall and starts peeing in, and my 6-year-old son is there, and he's like, Dad,
Who the fuck is
I didn't know
Blair
we could do
White?
that. Well, what am I
I
supposed to
don't
say?
know,
Now
man.
my
It's
comfort is
probably
being
a
violated,
trans.
right?
Well,
So I feel like
obviously,
there has to
that's
be like a
trans.
better middle ground here, other than like all trans people have to be
No,
excluded.
that's the point. You don't say my comfort is being
Oh
violated.
my God,
son,
you don't know who
say,
Blair
son, he's a
White is?
biological male, but he's pretending to be a woman.
Yeah,
Obviously
but that
not.
conversation is going to be really complicated.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, here's a well,
Is
Jeff,
We
it
live in a
like-
crazy world, son.
Mhm.
see, here's another thing I come up with too. Like, besides the assault, comfort, just being more
Comfortability.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember was it swimming? I don't remember who it was. I just remember there was a incident on the sports team for women, and
Mhm.
when that transgender, who no, the biologically man, he came in. All the women felt very uncomfortable
Yeah,
with
I
what you
mean
call
I
this, you know.
I
And I
figured
don't
they
blame 'em.
would. Like, you know,
Yeah. And again,
that's
like,
weird. Like, you know.
yeah, exactly. And another thing is too, it's like I don't see if I'm in. See, that's the thing. That's another thing too.
Mhm.
I don't know how McKinley did it, but when the quarterbacker, okay, when she wasn't, the chick, I forgot her name, but during high school, okay,
Yeah.
we had the football team for McKinley High School. There was a female quarterbacker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she went
No,
in
she
the
went
girls'
into
locker
no,
room.
yeah, she went into the female locker because there is
Yeah.
on our team, like our team, there's a girl who played on the JV team, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
they
yeah, we
just
had the
opened
yeah.
they just opened the women's side of the locker room. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See
But
now,
they didn't.
imagine that part.
Yeah,
But
but
she's on the boys.
she's on the boy.
Yeah, she went to the boys and she just changed clothes or was showering.
Oh no,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? I would feel
that's weird. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's weird.
And like I said, the hormones, dude, is raised to the fucking roof. So I'm not trying to get like, I'm not trying to be a fucking pervert if I get turned on because there's a naked chicks, showering next to me or in my area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I'm not
weird.
trying to get in trouble. So and this is weird. Like I'm not trying to be bricked up and there's a bunch of dudes. So, but yeah, like again, the comfortableness. I feel like
Hold on, sorry. Oh my god.
I'm glad that didn't happen. Jeez, dude. It would cause so much issue in our school. Holy shit.
I don't know. And like our answers aren't even like, or like our ideas, our thoughts, they're not even like phobic. You know what I mean? They're just
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, and we're
it-
not saying like we're right. We're just saying that this is how we feel.
yeah. And like,
This is our individual thoughts.
if you get offended by it, sorry, I guess, but like this is just for everyone's safety and comfortability. We're just
Yeah.
trying to, like I'm not over here just
And
trying
not
to
only that, yeah, like I said before way earlier, we don't hate, but we're not supporting it either.
Yeah.
You know,
like
I'm
gonna
just telling you my opinion.
And
Yeah, I
plus,
never said the way you're living with is wrong. I never said that. I'm just, well, I feel this. This is how I feel about
yeah, and I do I believe that there are some like going back to sports real quick.
it.
There are some few women that can beat the men in a specific sport. I'm not doubting that at all.
Oh yeah,
But a
yeah.
majority of the time,
hmm
no. You know, like that's just how it is. That's not even like an opinion. That's just fact, you know? So,
Yeah, because to me, it's like I don't see. And this is the time where I'm waiting for, like, I guess give it like years
yeah.
maybe.
Uh-huh.
If when we go to like weightlifting competitions,
Mhm.
I feel like it would actually show us like, yeah, guys are more, you know, they
Mhm.
can lift heavier things than women.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see that comparison, and then I want to see people talking about it, because again, it's like, if physical sports is not going to get you to it, I don't, saying that men are just better doing things than women, then I don't know what is,
Mhm.
you know. So
Like they're even like women in sports like pro teams and stuff like that. They
hmm
don't want to face, the male teams. Like they say that themselves. Like they'd get, you know, they
oh
get
yeah, they
washed.
get bumped.
Yeah, like
Because and the
because
thing
they
that I'm
know,
also kind
and
of
it's not
weird. Oh,
because
what?
they're not. It's because they know that, it's not because they're
hmm
sexist or anything. That's just, that's how,
Yeah,
that's
but
how it
again,
is.
I mean, the answer is still in my fucking head. It's like, yeah, but this is an individual thought, bro. You know, it's like, all right, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. It is an individual thoughts, but I'm
Yeah,
just telling you, you know, the longer we wait, I'm telling you, like, I feel like it's going to become a huge issue when it comes to sports, especially physical contact sports.
yeah.
You know, in football,
Football
okay,
is like a main one.
yeah,
No, football, hockey, and like rugby. Oh my God,
oh yeah,
rugby.
especially rugby. Holy shit.
Shit. But I mean, yeah, like physical sports like that, dude. It.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, especially for football, let's say that, well, again, like I'm just saying, not being sexist. I'm pretty sure women would get injured more, okay, if they keep playing, if
Yeah,
the women goes on there. So to combat it, I have a feeling that the NFL is gonna make it that, okay, well, I don't know, they might change some certain things, and that's gonna affect it in a negative way,
oh yeah,
and that's
and
gonna cause a huge problem.
yeah, and let
But it's not
uh,
just players, but it's safety as well.
yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The NFL will probably never do that. The NFL is making
Yeah.
way too much money. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So they will probably never do that. That's not me being sexist or anything. That, bro, that's like
That's just a safe.
from a
Yeah.
business point of view. The NFL, no, they probably.
Because I'm telling you, man, the dude getting hit in the NFL, it's rough, dude.
It's
It's
rough.
fucking rough.
It's rough.
I mean, hell, dude, look at Aaron Rodgers. That dude is like a cyborg at this point.
That's why, bro, him and Tom Brady, honestly. But like,
Exactly. Yeah.
there's a reason why there was like the whole heads up thing that was going on a couple years ago. People
Oh
were
yeah.
getting fucked up mentally
Yeah.
because they're taking way too many hard hits to the brain, to the head.
hmm
Even
Yeah.
with their helmets and shoulder pads on, they were getting fucked up.
Dude, and
Okay,
you got to bro, and especially
that's
the
what it
D line,
was.
bro. Them dudes
Yeah,
are huge, bro.
bro. Yeah, bro.
Oh my God. See, that's why I was afraid. Like, I know in our high school, bro, I
Mhm.
was like, damn, I don't know what was she thinking. I don't even. I'm pretty sure McKinley.
There's this,
Them fighting
bro.
Kahuku? Holy shit,
There's
dude.
this one time. I think it was either in the game we faced them or another game. She got waxed, right?
No,
Like
I
she got,
remember that. Yeah, she
and she
did.
was down for like a minute too. I was like, oh my God, I hope she gets up, bro, because dude, that shit was crazy,
I remember that. I saw that too. I was like, holy shit, is she going to get up?
dude. It scared
I
the
don't even
crap
know.
out
I
of me.
hope so.
I
Yeah,
think she did. I
she
think
did.
she was all right. She didn't have like broken or anything. She was like
Yeah.
winded or something. That was crazy.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, I don't know, man. See, I would be. That makes me uncomfortable
Hmm.
because I don't want to like hurt
Yeah.
women.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, I think I'm gonna end the
Look,
video.
always live in a crazy world, okay?
It's
Where-
getting crazier.
No,
There's
America's
no
at, I think
denying.
America's at all-time high craziness.
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
at like peak crazy.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good
Oh,
place to end the video. All right. You got anything else to say, bro?
I mean, nothing much. Again, it's like, you know, when people ask that, what is a woman?
Mhm.
It is hard.
It is
Well, no, it is hard and confusing if you're talking about biologically.
biologically. I
but
don't think it's hard. But if you're like
yeah.
appearance wise, I can
Oh,
see why, you know,
yeah.
or like identification or whatever. You know, I can see
Hmm.
why it could be
Yeah,
confusing
identification,
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
can be confusing.
But I mean, what is a woman? A woman, female traits, physical. You know, can give birth, bring life into the world. You know,
Hmm.
men can't do that. You know, I mean, you need a
Yeah, we
man
cannot.
and a woman to do it, but you get what
To
I'm
bring
trying to say.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, yeah. I mean, morally, well, we already said our stuff. But again, like, we don't hate transgender.
No, I
We
don't
don't
know.
support either. Yeah.
What?
So don't take it as this as a negative way. We're just being honest and telling you how we feel about it.
I was
You know.
about to say I don't hate anyone, but there's this one person I
No,
despise with
yeah, I
a
don't.
passion.
Yeah, no. Yeah, same.
He's not
I hear
transgender
you.
though. I despise him with a passion. Oh no, actually
Yeah.
there's two people, but they're not transgender. They're just irritating people.
Yeah, they're
But
too bad. I know.
yeah, I think that's it. There's not really much to say. It's a really confusing topic.
Nowadays. Yeah.
Nowadays, it
And so I miss the days when we just had, you either a tomboy or a femme. That's it. Now it's just, oh
it's
shit.
just
Yeah.
you know, labels on labels and definitions, and it's yeah.
And terms and identifications.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, all right.
Well, that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you like our opinion, cool. If you didn't, cool. Also,
That's okay.
it's all good. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Subscribe to whatever podcast, and we'll see you guys in the next video.